The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. Something deep inside calls us to adventure and to brave the unknown. There is a bit of wilderness within all of us. Don't appreciate me. I'm not up to it. Don't criticize me. I don't deserve it. Just be my friend and forgive me, because I am craving for it. I was a veritable Johnny Appleseed of grand expectations, and all I reaped for my trouble was a harvest of bitter fruit. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. Do not let your conscience prevent you from thinking clearly. Let reason learn to stifle your conscience when it is necessary. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. You are a human with one life, and it's up to you to make it the best life you can. No power on earth, if it labors beneath the burden of fear, can possibly be strong enough to survive. Moods can be contagious. Don't catch or spread a bad mood. Maybe this is why we read, and why in moments of darkness we return to books, to find words for what we already know. It's much easier to not know things sometimes. Things change and friends leave. And life doesn't stop for anybody. Somebody once said if it's something a single book can explain, it's not worth having explained. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. Wisdom is the oneness of mind that guides and permeates all things. How you approach birth is intimately connected with how you approach life. The only true borders lie between day and night, between life and death, between hope and loss. Once war becomes a clash of absolutes, there is no breathing room for mercy. Absolute truth is blind truth. What we can change is our perceptions, which have the effect of changing everything. People do not meet by chance. They navigate their lives to certain people for certain reasons. Your ultimate competition is you, and within, compete against yourself, and you will always win. Wisdom is knowing I am nothing. Love is knowing I am everything, and between the two my life moves. There isn't enough of anything as long as we live, but at intervals a sweetness appears and, given a chance, prevails. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. You can always look up to others for inspiration, but never for comparison. A strange thing, words. Once they're said, it's hard to imagine they're untrue. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. Every time you spend money, you're casting a vote for the kind of world you want. Freedom in capitalist society always remains about the same as it was in ancient Greek republics. Freedom for slave owners. If it didn't come with being humiliated, it wouldn't be my life at all. True friends are always together in spirit. Lucy Maud Montgomery. The person you hurt the most in this world was the person that brought you into it. We should live our lives as though Christ was coming this afternoon. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. You are a wonderful creation. You know more than you think you know, just as you know less than you want to know. I want to paint the rest of my days with the best colors. A life isn't measured in hours and minutes. It's the quality, not the length. He will essentially follow the language of the spectacle, for it is the only one he is familiar with. First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, and then they attack you and want to burn you, and then they build monuments to you. The cause of most of man's unhappiness is sacrificing what he wants most for what he wants now. In my opinion, our healthcare system has failed when a doctor fails to treat an illness that is treatable. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. There is nothing worse for the lying soul than the mirror of reality. You can't dwell on what might have been. and it's not fair to condemn him for something he hasn't done. Life belongs to the living, and he who lives must be prepared for changes. The first splendid truth: to be happy, I need to think about feeling good, feeling bad, and feeling right, in an atmosphere of growth. Always stand up for truth regardless of who steps on it. Don't judge your success by what people think of you. You are your own success. Your determination and perseverance is what matters. Night is a time of rigor, but also of mercy. There are truths which one can see only when it's dark. When terrible things have happened to you, sometimes the promise of something good can be just as frightening. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you will ever have. Play around. Dive into absurdity and write. Take chances. You will succeed if you are fearless of failure. You see me walking away. I see myself walking towards greatness. You didn't just cheat on me. You cheated on us. You didn't just break my heart. You broke our future. You challenge me and lose. You know it, I know it, but you'd still do it. Sometimes your sense of honor confuses the hell out of me. People who fit don't seek. The seekers are those that don't fit. Success is a little like wrestling a gorilla. You don't quit when you're tired. You quit when the gorilla is tired. It doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. All that matters is you get up one more time than you were knocked down. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. There is no saint without a past, no sinner without a future. It's a sad day for American capitalism when a man can't fly a midget on a kite over Central Park. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. Our worlds are an AI rendering of our inputs. Be curious, travel, and pour to create a better world. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. Sometimes you lie to deceive people. Sometimes you lie because you need the lie to become the truth. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. Laws of nature have no physical properties of mass/energy. They are platonic truths in transcendent realm that create and govern the universe. To find what you seek in the road of life, the best proverb of all is that which says, "Leave no stone unturned." There is a thin line between poverty and success, and it is perseverance. Successful people don't stop until they see the result they desire. Humanity must forgive humanity, for only then can we be humane. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. Education is what they equip you with, just in case your dream doesn't work out. I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead. Every beginning has an end, and every end is a new beginning. When you are on your path, and it is truly your path, doors will open for you where there were no doors for someone else. You've a good heart. Sometimes that's enough to see you safe wherever you go, but mostly, it's not. I never want to change so much that people can't recognize me. I want to show the world how darkness can sometimes be so beautiful. Even as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. Life has become the future. Every moment of your life is lived for the future. When one experiences truth, the madness of finding fault with others disappears. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. You only have to do a very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. You know there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. The irony of life is that those who wear masks often tell us more truths than those with open faces. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Look for the good in every person, in every situation. You'll almost always find it. In the world, there exists no aesthetic plane, not even the aesthetic plane of goodness. All great things must first wear terrifying and monstrous masks in order to inscribe themselves on the hearts of humanity. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. We travel, some of us forever, to seek other states, other lives, other souls. Better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. Through synergy of intellect, artistry, and grace came into existence the blessing of a dancer. You're never given a dream without also being given the power to make it true. Everything is hard, but your dreams are not impossible. If you have seen it with your mind's eye, it is indeed quite achievable. The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. Serious thinkers are few, and the world is ruled by crude ideas.